They've been hiding this shit from us for decades, you guys. The tech that is in these black budget programs would completely revolutionize our world for the better. We could have been like the Jetsons a long time ago if this stuff wasn't being hidden from us. And the whole Jersey drone situation that happened midway through December of last year, that was just the start of the next wave of the plans of the elites / corrupt businesses and interests of the world and their UFO agenda.
Executive order to immediately disclose advanced energy generating technologies should happen. These are held by some of these corporations and agencies. This would, within 10 to 20 years, end all pollution on Earth and all global poverty. This is not a pipe dream. Those technologies are extant. They have been around for a while, and we need them, and we need them 60 years ago, 70 years ago.
Now you're probably asking yourself, well, Zian, what kind of technology are they hiding from us? Well, a pretty big one that would solve most of our issues right now is something called zero-point energy, or as it's also known, quantum vacuum. This is a thing that's been around for quite a number of years, and it's a big thing in quantum physics as well too, that would solve our energy issues, help end pollution in a relatively short amount of time, and, you know, help get a lot of people off the streets as well too. But don't take my word for it. Listen to a professional by the name of Dr. Stephen Greer.
Whether you're a left-wing environmentalist, Green Party person, or a libertarian, this is your dream, that you would have a box like your heat pump or smaller that would run your house or your car or your factory or your business with zero energy costs, pulling energy out of what's called the zero-point energy field or quantum vacuum, which, by the way, Tesla stumbled across back in the early 20th century.
Most modern UFOs / UAPs, by the way, that look fairly extraterrestrial that a lot of people see now, are actually our own.
What?
And we have very distinct shape styles for our black budget program design UFOs. They're generally in a triangle shape or like the head of an arrow. And there's a couple other ones as well too. Now, the whole situation with the Jersey drones and everything like that, that was just a tactic to scare people and start to get them sort of exposed to the fear mongering that's going to be coming out here. That's basically just going to get people prepared for an extraterrestrial threat to unite us all, or in other words, get people to throw their money at the defense departments and the military industrial complex in these black budget programs that people are unintentionally giving their money to. And it's not the first time something's been done like this neither. Ronald Reagan used to speak about stuff like this as well too when he was brainwashed, according to Dr. Stephen Greer. Now, the mainstream media, as many of you guys are well aware, has been bought out by corrupt elites, government / business heads, etc., and only really generally promote what they want and their specific agenda. Kind of like, you know, the one that they had with science and the politicization of it for COVID.
We have intelligence officials with the Air Force who have confirmed they would carry, quote, bags of cash to national and local media to alter stories and corrupt journalists. This is a well-known tactic. It's provable. We have a document actually from the 90s during the Bush administration, early 90s when George H.W. Bush was president in 91, where the CIA was talking about the people they have on all the major media to alter stories, change stories, kill stories on behalf and on the request of the CIA. You know, I tell this story of being with Bob Schwartz in New York in the early 90s. And he was on the board of Time Life, and then that became AOL Time Warner, CNN. And he was good friends with Mike Wallace at 60 Minutes. And he said, look, we've all become scribes taking dictation at the right hand of the king of these covert programs. And he said the fourth estate, the free press, is dead. Now, he told me that almost 30 years ago.
The media itself has been completely bought out by corrupt corporate interests, especially on the UFO topic. So the majority of what you guys see about UFOs now, and have been for 50-ish plus years, is actually predominantly been fairly curated to fit a specific narrative, kind of like what they did with COVID. And it's all about uniting us against an alien threat that these shitty, corrupt corporations and elites stage, so that way we give them more money, power, and control.
Part of my takeaway is all of this is very encouraging unless it goes sideways. And there's every indication that these powerful interests are going to infiltrate the narrative in the media, in Congress, etc., and deceive the public, which is what, of course, they've been doing for over 60 years. Remember, if you look at the ARV that Mark McCandless drew and that Brad Sorensen had seen at the 1988 Norton Air Force Base Air Show, that man-made UFO was built in the late 50s, early 60s because it had Mercury-era components on it. So they've had these advanced platforms that fly, anti-gravs, since the mid and late 50s, and they have been used in psychological warfare exercises trying to create this false alien threat narrative. And that means that they've collected an enormous portfolio of cases that they've created that look alien, that they can put in front of the National Security Council, the Congress, and whistleblowers like Mr. Grush, who haven't gone in deeply enough on this issue to know what is real and what has been faked. So I think this is where we have to be very, very careful.
Now, this might not come as a surprise to quite a number of you, but Hollywood's in on it too. Most alien movies / productions that we've seen happen to, portray a alien invasion, right? And it's been like that since after Roswell. That, or, they made them seem like fairy tales / conspiracy theories, like with Disney cartoons / kids shows.
There is a 70-year history of the CIA and other agencies using the media and Hollywood, I might add, to make the whole subject of UFOs seem like a cartoon and ridiculous. We have a CIA document from the 50s specifically naming Disney Studios to make cartoons, etc., about the subject, so it would create levity and ridicule. We know that, for example, and I've had this shared with me by senior intelligence officials back in the 90s, that a lot of the best UFO cases would be channeled away from the mainstream media to, frankly, discredited tabloids like the National Enquirer.
Anything else was scrubbed out generally unless it supported their agenda in a fairly beneficial way with minimal risk to that. Now, don't go thinking that absolutely everybody inside the military / government is deceiving us, because quite a number of them are actually being misled themselves or threatened to shut up by a select few at the top of everything. This is generally how it goes with these agencies now, or groups like cults and, secret societies, etc. Here's an example of it currently.
The other takeaway from it, however, was how dangerous it is for the members of Congress and the people in the White House to have a very small part of the picture. And what I mean by this is the old adage, a little knowledge is an extremely dangerous thing, like extremely dangerous here. And this is where you get into how Mr. Grush fell into the clutches of Luis Elizondo, who then has provided cases such as the murdering of civilians in Brazil by aliens that were actually a staged operation by CIA and other illegal deep black projects. But someone like Mr. Grush, who has only talked to people indirectly and has limited exposure to the subject after a couple of years of involvement, they're very easily deceived. And it's not Mr. Grush's fault. But the danger is, and this is a big danger, is that we know that there are portfolios of those sort of gruesome events that get shown, for example, to President Trump and Pence, that were shown to Ronald Reagan.
It's very, very crucial and important right now, you guys, that we Don't let legacy media or the propaganda of the system and these corrupt fucking elites of the world / businesses deceive us and mislead us in the wrong direction, you guys. We need to stomp the shit out because we are at an extremely pivotal point in society right now. We've had contact with extraterrestrials for quite a number of years, and Dr. Stephen Greer himself has been doing this stuff, and there's quite a number of people around the world that have been doing it, you feel me? And we're at the pivotal point that if we go the right direction, we can, in quote, live with the gods again, you feel me? Or we can become a interplanetary planet or society that's involved with a society that's already interplanetary and intermingling with other species as well too. It is our mission here to stomp out the bullshit that the system and the media is putting out there, you guys. We need to spread content like this and what interviews have been shared on redacted news, specifically about situations like Dr. Stephen Greer explained in that clip there, talking about staged ET threats in places like South America and like Central America, etc. There was an interview that Clayton Natalie Morris had on there talking about that from somebody who is a whistleblower and witnessed the whole thing and how it was used for trafficking and stuff like that, but was forced to keep his mouth shut, you feel me, for quite a number of years. Stuff like that has to get out there so people are aware of what they will do, because we have the technology in these underground bunkers to fabricate this stuff, you guys. They can completely regenerate arms and stuff like that inside these underground programs. Dr. Stephen Greer has attested to that himself because he was invited to one of those, you know, black budget programs and everything like that, but he declined it because he is a good moral man, and that's when he was a doctor before he started doing all the ufology stuff and made that his life's mission. And now he is the biggest expert in this field and the biggest freedom fighter in getting this information out and making sure we go on the right path. So we need to do our part to make sure that this information gets out there clean and the truth prevails overall. The unbiased 1,000,000% real truth that we like to spread here on this channel. It's all curated, you feel me? The Jersey drone situation was just the first wave of the next stage of these corrupt motherfuckers' agenda to get us all scared against a extraterrestrial threat that they stage so we give them more money, power, and control over us again. Like, it's the same shit, different smell. We have to sit here and, you know, prevent it from fucking happening and wake up as many people as possible, you guys, because when we do that, they can't do anything, and then we have the power because we are in control of them. We give them all the money, everything like that, you guys. Once we spread the awareness, we take away their power over us. So you need to start questioning the stuff that's going on in the mainstream news and everything like that, especially on UFOs, because remember, they were saying you were a wacko crazy conspiracy theorist until just like a few years ago, you feel me? And it's a sudden flip in the agenda. It's like, oh, UFOs actually exist now. It's like, huh? Wait, you just said we were conspiracy theorists for the longest time if we said that stuff. And we posed legitimate, fact-based evidence to prove that it happened. That's going to be it for us today, my dudes. If you guys enjoy, as usual, please don't forget to, you know, hit that like button and destroy the shit out of the subscribe button. And then don't forget to share this out to as many people as possible to get this message out there so we can keep the truth alive and well and 1,000,000% real, raw, and uncensored. Really does mean a lot to me, and it also helps to let people out there know that they're not crazy for questioning these shitty corrupt systems we live in, and that things like this do happen. If you guys did make it to this point in the video, go and leave the phrase UFO agenda in the comment section down below to let me know that you made it to the end and that you guys are the 1,000,000% tribe. As usual, though, too, my dudes, if you guys would like a more interactive experience with us, come join us live every Wednesday and Friday from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Central Time, where we talk about conspiracy facts such as this, completely 1,000,000% real, and also, you know, play a variety of games such as Pokemon Unite, Fortnite, etc. Whatever really floats the mood, you feel me, and just, you know, vibe out and have a good time. Let them more people in there. The more, the merrier. Either way, though, my dudes, until next time, please don't forget to live long, prosper, take care, and peace. Keep it 1,000,000% real, and as always, fuck the system. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Z-Tribe. Yo!
People of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.